Hello everybody, I'm back with another video. My name is Yeti, and I will be introducing two lovely earbuds for a great price. The earbuds that I'll be pretty much presenting is the Tozo NC9 and the Tozo NC20 Pro. These earbuds are incredibly cheap, coming with, I believe, $39.99 for the Tozo NC9s, and about, I would say, $79.99 for the Tozo NC20 Pro. So these earbuds are quite impressive for the features that they present, and really come up with a bunch of questions of, are these AirPod Pro killers? In this video, I'll be pretty much going over a bunch of the specs and just my overall experience with these earbuds to really truly verify if these are really worth the time and money, as well as answering the questions, can these earbuds compete with the legendary AirPod Pro 3s? So I'll just edit that out. Sorry about that. So I'll be pretty much going over a bunch of, my overall experiences and just the specs on these guys, and just see if they are really worth the time and effort. So let's begin. So let's start with the Tozo NC9. These ones come at a retail price of $39.99. They can pretty much go cheaper than that depending on the sale and where you get them from. These earbuds come with Bluetooth 5.3, are rated at IPX8, which means that they are waterproof, which is quite insane for this type of price and earbud. They come with only touch sensitive controls. They have 6 microphones, a 10mm drivers. They also have an app support, so if you want to equalize the sound signature, you can. They come 60 hours with the case, and independent ear bud usage. So what I mean by that is that you can pretty much take the left earbud out and pretty much use it independently from the right. So that's one thing notable to mention. There are a couple of earbuds that don't really have that feature, where they're only restricted to the right, so you can't really use the left earbud without the right. So they also come in 7 different colors, so if black is in your forte, they do come in like red, blue, green, so a lot of colors that you can choose from. Now for the more interesting one, the Tozo NC20 Pro. These earbuds come at a retail price of $79.99, which is pretty much of a good price, especially since these things can go down to, I think, $59.99. I think they're going on in a sale right now on Amazon. But the most interesting thing about these earbuds is the touchscreen. Yep, these things have touchscreens. You can actually touch the screen and play around with them. That's impressive. You don't see this with any other earbuds other than the JBL. So what this means is that if you are, I guess you don't want to use the earbuds controls, or you don't want to go into your iPhone and into the companion app and just switch up the noise cancellation or EQ the sound signature, you can actually do all of that in the case. The case display allows you the ability to pretty much alter the sound quality, give you noise cancellation. They also possess another feature where you can actually alarm the earbuds if you lose them. Just make sure not to activate that feature while you're wearing it, because it does get loud and it can actually damage your hearing. They do have a bunch of other features that I will go around throughout the video, but for what most, I guess, people will be impressed would be the price and this feature, because this feature, you don't really see it in much higher earbuds like the JBL Torin Pro 3. And this is $79.99. So you're pretty much getting a bunch of features plus this touchscreen. So to go over the specs, this has high-res audio, LDAC, Bluetooth 5.4, a 12mm driver paired with the DLC diaphragm, a 6 microphone AI noise reduction, smart case that we're pretty much talking about with the touchscreen. It has wear detection, so if you take this out your ear, it will stop playing music. And when you put it back into your ear, it'll resume playing the music. It has 88 hours including case, or 12.5 hours with a single bud with ANC on. It's rated at an IPX8, so just like the NC9s, they're waterproof. So if you're a shower warrior and you just want to wear your earbuds while listening to music and taking a shower, you can. Just be noted that these are not rated against dust, so be careful, both of these earbuds. So if you're out in the field and there's a lot of dust, I would just be concerned and cautious around, utilizing them during the field. So be aware. They have multi-point. The NC9s do not have multi-point. These do not have the ability to connect to two devices at the same time. Only the NC20 Pros can. So let's talk about fit. So these two earbuds have pretty much two different designs that we pretty much see all over the industry. That is a pencil style design and a stemless design. Now, so when it comes to comfort and security, I would just say that the NC9s are pretty comfortable and lightweight, but the ergonomics are a little bit bulky, and the security isn't as tight as I would like it. I can already see sweat pretty much loosen the ear hole a little bit, so these will come out pretty quickly. The Pros are a little bit more secure, but I believe they still retain that bulky ergonomics of the NC9s. So overall, I would just say that the comfort and security will pretty much be dependent on your ears. So this is more of a subjective part in my opinion. How do they compare to the AirPod Pro 3? So this is pretty much the biggest question, because I know that a lot of people don't have enough money to buy high-end earbuds like the AirPod Pro 3s. Now the AirPod Pro 3s come at a price of $250. That's a lot of money. Extremely a lot of money to pretty much buy a pair of earbuds. Now, the question of should you buy a Tozo NC9 or a Tozo NC20 Pro is really up to you. So what I can do is just convey my personal experience and try to convey that in this video, and hopefully that can give you the answer that you're looking for. Ecosystem. The AirPod Pro 3s just have an impressive ecosystem support, and this is the biggest reason to get the AirPod Pro 3s, and that is that the ecosystem for these buds are impressive. That Apple multi-point or seamless switching is incredibly important. I love that. You see, I am an Apple user, so I have an iPad and an iPhone, and I do a lot of editing with those devices. And it's such a great feeling just switching off between it. It works very well, and the connection does pretty well. It has the Find Me feature, which I love, because when I lose my keys, these buds are attached to the keys, and I can just simply pretty much click a button, hear the sound, and I pretty much can get them pretty easily instead of spending like 14 minutes looking for my keys. So that being said, it's kind of a double-edged sword there as well. Because of Apple's restrictions just to the Apple ecosystem, all those features are locked into the Apple ecosystem. And this is the biggest downside. Without that Apple ecosystem, these buds actually can compete and can compete pretty well. Yes, the AirPod Pro 3s do have better ANC. Honestly, have probably the best ANC in the market. I'm not lying about that. You see, I have the Bose Quiet Comfort 2 Ultras, and while I do like the idea there's another type of competition competing with the AirPod Pro 3s, I honestly prefer the AirPod Pro 3s when it comes to ANC performance. I think they have the best ANC as well as the transparency mode. However, sound quality is incredibly subjective, and this is probably one of the biggest things that you have to look at when you're discussing sound quality, because everybody's ears are different. We all kind of comprehend sound very differently. So in that realm, it's very subjective. The Tozos can pretty much EQ their sound quality. The sound quality on the Tozos are serviceable. However, they do provide a companion app where you can pretty much modify the sound to your liking. So in that way, if you don't like that bassy sound signature, like let's say with the AirPod Pro 3s, you can't do anything about it. Apple just does not offer an option to modify that sound signature. So you're pretty much stuck with the stock EQ of the AirPod Pro 3s. You can't do anything about it. The Tozos are always trying to work independently. They are always trying to work with every single platform out there, that being a laptop, iPhones from different brands, and still providing features that can pretty much compete with the AirPod Pro 3's Apple ecosystem. Remember, these buds are $250. If they go into the washer, or you lose one bud, or somehow they get destroyed, that's $250 gone. You can't do anything about it. And this is probably one of the other strengths out there, is that the quantity of these earbuds can be kind of a good thing here. Like, let's do the math here. Like, 200, let me see here. 200, divide that by 250 divided by 79.99. What that gets you? That gives you 3.12, whatever. So pretty much 3 Tozo's NC 20 Pros are equivalent to 1 AirPod Pro 3. About 6 Tozo's NC9s are equivalent to an AirPod Pro 3. Pretty much almost the entire color palette of the NC9s. It's insane. So if you lose one, or you forget a lot about these earbuds, that's $250 down the drain. So it really is a question of economics, because are you willing to pretty much spend a lot of money into the AirPod Pro 3s and just lose them after a week, or I don't know, lose them somewhere outside? Or do you want to, buy something that you can pretty much have something disposable, but can still provide that serviceable ANC and transparency, as well as provided with a great companion app with a bunch of features that even rivals the Apple ecosystem? So it's really up to you. Like, the microphone quality between these three aren't that bad. Well, let me rephrase that. There is a distinction between these three buds. The AirPod Pro 3s are better than the Tozos, and I can demonstrate by showing you examples. Now recording with the NC9s. I'm recording this microphone test outdoors to see how the earbuds handle the wind noise while keeping my voice clear. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm now recording with the NC20 Pros. I'm recording this microphone test outdoors just to see how the buds handle the wind noise while keeping my voice clear. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm now recording with the AirPod Pro 3s. I'm recording this microphone test outdoors to see how the earbuds handle the wind noise while keeping my voice clear. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Tozos are and especially the pros are a pretty interesting new approach to just really having a much more convenient package. This case being, the touchscreen, it's really good, and I really like this. It actually makes me more drawn to it, and I really like using it because of the convenience of it. I'm going to show you a demonstration with my assistant Paulo. He's going to show you how it's going to be done. My human assistant will now demonstrate now. But yeah. So yeah, you can pretty much see how the case provides a number of options that can let you conveniently manipulate the earbuds without going into the app, because it is kind of a hassle going into the app and pretty much tuning out of YouTube or whatever you're watching, and yeah, kind of an inconvenience. But yeah, like right back. So the Tozo's NC20 Pros are a very good, unique earbuds that pretty much present something that has been seen, but a much, affordable price. And it does it pretty well. The comfort on these buds are pretty much on the same tier as the AirPod Pro 3s. I would say the AirPod Pro 3s are ergonomically much more comfortable and secure, but it is not too far from it. So in the end of the day, between these three buds, when it comes to comfort and security, there isn't really much of a difference. It just depends on how well you can do with silicone tips. I find that all of them are remotely quite comfortable. There's a little bit difference. I would say that the AirPod Pro 3s are the most comfortable, but that's not saying a lot. So yeah, in the end of the day, like, it's up to you how you want to how you want to go with it. All these buds, are different, tiers in itself. And that really comes down to how much you're willing to spend on one earbud. The AirPod Pro 3s, especially with the Apple ecosystems, are just legendary. Like, they do possess the best ANC and transparency mode, and with that Apple ecosystem, it gives you probably features that you don't really see in other earbuds. But in that downside, if you're not part of the ecosystem, the Apple ecosystem, you're not going to really enjoy those features because they're locked into that ecosystem. So you pretty much have to spend more on Apple products, and it's quite a headache. These Tozos provide a pretty much good amount of features. They have serviceable features and a great sound quality that you can pretty much EQ in the companion app. I'm not saying that the sound quality is going to be, on the same level as, higher tier earbuds like the Bang & Olufsen's Beoplay 11s or the Noble Rex 5s, but they will provide you that, listening experience that really isn't, too far from the AirPod Pro 3s. So yeah, my overall verdict on these guys is that they are, worth the time and effort on trying them out, and they will provide a serviceable, performance and just sound quality, ANC, and just features in the app, and while not, costing too much in the bank. That's really, I think their greatest value is that they provide a lot of features and in a more affordable range. So, well, I would not like to say this, but they are quite disposable. So, in that way, if you do lose a lot of earbuds or earbuds tend to break out of nowhere on your range, these earbuds are a great recommendation. And I would actually say that the Tozos are kind of worth the what is it, $39.99? Yeah, they're worth the $30 extra. So if you have $30 extra to spend, I would say these ones are a pretty good investment, I would say. So yeah, I mean yeah, these are a great pair of earbuds. I really like this touchscreen. It's really unique. And yeah, if you were looking for some earbuds down the road and you don't want to break the bank, these are a great pair of earbuds to try it out. Bye. Hey, have a nice time.